Good day, everyone. This is Josephine Okudoh, and I am an alumnus of Quinton Academy. When I attended the secondary school a few years ago, I was opportune to attend the Nigerian International Secondary Schools Model United Nations. That name is so long, so for the purpose of this conversation, we're going to call it NISSMUN. Now, this program is a life-changing program. I can say that because it actually changed my life in a great way. It not only lets you see that you can make a change in the society, but it allows you to develop certain leadership skills that are just priceless. Now, let's start with making a change in the society. We live in a world, or let me say a country, that is faced with so many problems, such as corruption and unemployment and just so many problems. And an avenue like this, such as the NISSMUN, is one that helps our children or helps the youth to actually see that they can impact their world in a positive way. It not only lets them see, but it gives them the zeal and the courage to know that they can actually change the world. Now, attending this program, there are a lot of students from different secondary schools around Nigeria. They would see a lot of students there, a lot of people that might have the same view as them or different view as them. They would be able to develop certain skills, leadership skills. It's just like being in the actual United Nations, where they have different people that have different roles and that have different views. They would deliberate on issues. They would actually vote on certain issues. They would represent various countries. They would represent various committees that have different views, and they would be able to work together towards achieving a specific goal. Now, when I attended this program a few years back, the topic was fighting corruption together, and basically they made us see that corruption cannot be totally eradicated, but corruption can be minimized. I mean, this is not something that everyone might know. Going into that program, we had the mindset that, you know what, corruption can be totally eradicated, corruption can stop, but we were made to face the reality that this is not something that could be eradicated, but it's something that can actually be minimized. And we were made to see the various mechanisms through which this can be possible. We were broken into specific committees, and we were able to talk about certain issues, and we're actually able to make changes in our own small world. And I know that if these things and if these resolutions are taken to the world out there, it would totally impact the world in a very big way. Now, we're not only raising children that should grow up and just have good jobs and get all the A's in school. I mean, don't get me wrong, your children have to do well in school, but that is not all what life is all about. Life is about making a change. Life is about making a positive impact. The people that we know today, the people that we remember today, the Barack Obamas of this world, the Oprah Winfrey of this world, I mean, they were not the smartest in their school. Some of them were smart, but they were not the smartest kids in their school. But today they made changes because they were exposed to certain mechanisms that helped them to be able to make these changes and make their names memorable in our world today. And that is exactly what the NISSMUN program will do for your children. Now, this program helps your children to make a change. We've gotten that right. It also helps your children to develop certain leadership skills that are just invaluable. For instance, going into that program, I did not know that I had such a great leadership skill until I actually won the award for the best female delegate in my committee, and I saw that I possessed a certain quality that is invaluable, and I ran with that quality. And so when I got to college, I decided to be the executive vice president of the Student Government Association, and I was there making changes, making policies, making rules. I actually made a code of conduct for the college, and we did so many other things that affected the college and made the college greater and brought it to a whole different level. And I see every child in Quinton Academy being able to do that, being able to be a leader, being able to make a change, being able to take bold steps, being able to be ahead of everything, being able to be the leaders of other people that are their age group. Now, I hear this word, it's not a word, it's like a quote. I hear this quote a lot in Nigeria, that we all are the leaders of tomorrow. I mean, the only program that I have seen today in Nigeria that could actually ensure that this happens, that the youth become the leaders of tomorrow, is the NISSMUN program. This is not just a program that ensures that our children are leaders of tomorrow, but it also helps them to discover themselves. Going into that program, like I said before, I did not know that I possessed a leadership quality, and I did not know that that program would actually affect what I become today. But here I am, and I plan to be an international relations major as I go to a 4-year college. And it is all because of this program, and it is all because of the resources and the opportunities that I was given at this program. It is all because of those things that I realized that I wanted to do that. I actually wanted to not only study in school, but study something that would enable me to make a change, to be a leader, to be on top. That in the next 10 years from now, my name can be mentioned and I can make a household name for myself and for my family. Now, this program is not just about deliberating on issues or voting on issues and so many other things. There's also a dance aspect of this program, and it's really entertaining. I mean, your kids can cut out the stress from writing papers and resolutions, and they can actually come together and form a dance that will portray a specific issue or a specific matter. For instance, when I went in my time, the topic was fighting corruption together, like I said before, and we had a dance that actually portrayed this, and it was really amazing because you know what, we came out with the first place, and we saw that we are not only building leaders that are intellectually sound but also socially sound. With all this, I believe that I have been able to convince you that you all should please release your children for this life-changing program, for this program that would help them to realize that they are leaders, that would push them forward in life, that would not make them mediocre people, but would make them the leaders of tomorrow and the leaders of their other age mates. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Bye.